The Shonash Canyon Bridge has always been our lifeline to much of the alliance of free cities. When it was destroyed, our survival hung in the balance. But when the going gets tough, Sandrockers get tougher. We all played our part in rebuilding this bridge, but let's give a special round of applause for our core construction team. I would also like to thank the world-renowned businessman Mr. Musa, as well as the Alliance of Free Cities for their generosity. Much of the budget for this bridge was donated by Mr. Musa after he heard about our predicament. With that, I hereby declare this new Shonash Canyon Bridge officially open for business. Now with that out of the way, I call upon our own Dr. T to cut this here ribbon and hereby declare this bridge reopened. Has anyone seen Dr. T? No matter the breadth of that which ails us, the weight of what troubles us, we will stand steadfast, unmoved. This bridge is the spirit of Sandrock. With this success, I can confidently declare, the best is yet to come.
How fortunate of us to have crossed paths. It just so happens that you're my first customer of the day. Tell me, how's your brother doing? Perfect. That reminds me. I'm looking for someone to cooperate with on a little side gig of mine. If you're the right person for the job, there could be a lot of profit to be made. You know of cooking, right? Basically, it's building with food. Hence my interest in working with you. No need to find a professional chef. That'll be too pricey. Anyway, I was traveling through Seaside, and I picked up a few of their signature peppers. They range from the super spicy, to the hyper numbing, to the ultra pungent. All uniquely delicious, borderline nutritious, and go well with just about any dish. And by any dish, in this case, I mean noodles. As something of a noodle connoisseur myself, I have a keen nose for what makes them pop. My thoughts are that these peppers may very well hold the key to reaching noodle nirvana. But why stop at just filling our stomachs when we could fill our wallets as well? I'm sure that once someone creates the dish I have in mind, people will be lining up for decades just to get one whiff of them. Me? Oh, I don't cook. Which brings me to my point. You have a cooking station. That makes you as qualified as anyone. Once you get the dish right, I'll sell the recipe all around the free cities. We'll do it real fair, real amicable-like, nice and square, 70-30. Well, someone's acting shrewd. I tell you what, I'm in a good mood today, and I like your backbone. 50-50 it is. I'll concede a bit and give you my peppers, but don't think my first offer wasn't fair now. Good. It's a deal then. Now, my only hope is that you might succeed where others have failed. For this dish, let me be as precise as possible. You'll first need a bone broth as the base, and the noodles should be handmade with flour. Before boiling them, you'll need to add some leafy vegetables, as well as some seasoned fresh meat. Then, it's time to add my seaside peppers. I've blended 18 peppers and spices together to make my own secret seasoning. My senses are tingling just thinking about it. Builder, if you pull this off, we'll become a part of culinary history. In any case, you'd best figure this out in the next 3 days. You know how I roll, right? Can't stay in any place for more than 3 days. Usually it's 2. I'm doing you a favor here. Plus, there are others out there who can build things with food, you know. Come find me when you've created the dish.
This photo was taken not that long ago. Mason built that water tower by the oasis. Look at how tired he is in this photo. Must have been a lot of work. People were discouraged back then. It's fortunate that Matilda and Miguel came around to inspire a bit of hope. Not only did they inspire us, but they got behind projects that promoted the conservation of nature and water. What's that phrase they're always spouting? In any case, they made sure we always had enough to drink. But the desert is still growing, and soon everything will have dried up, though I may not live to see it. People are leaving Sandrock again. Only old fools like me are stubborn enough to stay. Young one, thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos.
Oh, hey there. I was just here putting this letter into your mailbox. On second thought, might just not. Oh, hey. Shoot. I just remembered. I need to go home and lock myself in my closet. See ya. Did someone come in? Oh, I can see through the cracks a bit. You've come to join me? One-person closet, I'm afraid. You can hang out as long as you want. I'll probably be in here a while, though. Air's nice this time of year. Oh, yeah. They're still wondering about those letters, huh? Heard about that. Yeah. Well, it sure is hard to catch criminals. As you know, actually, I looked it up. Not writing your name on a letter isn't a crime. That's why I didn't get back to you. Gosh. All the evidence is pointing straight to, yeah, it does seem like I'm the lead suspect in this case. I mean, it's probably me, but what if it's not? Dang, it's hard to think inside this closet. Well, if it really is me, I'd want to be the first to know. Say, you're the best investigator we have on the force. Maybe you can solve this case. As it so happens, we are exactly where we need to be for that to happen. My house. I'll bet you could build a criminal profile on me based on my stuff. Why don't you take a look around? You might even find the secret letter I was going to give you. But don't get your hopes up too high. I hid it pretty good. Just head over to the jukebox and turn on the investigation music when you're ready. I do it myself, but, you know, closet. Nice. Can't have an investigation without the investigation music. Describe to me what you see, and I'll try to help out your investigation. All I know how to cook is yellow soup and lemons. It ain't much, but it gets me through the day. Yeah, you just take 2 parts yellow, 4 red dots, and, I don't think I know how to share recipes. You should ask Owen or Mabel about that. Ah, one of my finest rock stacks. Note how each layer is perfectly balanced, and yet each rock supporting them is a different size and consistency. I like to think that this sculpture represents the idea that, no matter who you are, we all have a place where we can fit in and hold each other up, ideally surrounded by cool rocks. How could anyone with such a wholesome rock stack be responsible for something like nameless letter writing? Yeah, maybe it's a no good lead. Darn, really thought we had something there. A bunch of exercise equipment. If the perpetrator has been lifting weights like this, they'd be too strong to write. They'd smash the pencil in their grip, or rip right through the paper when they tried to write. Not looking good for our investigation. Well, yeah, you might be right. Probably not really either of us to say, though. Better keep looking. That's Wilson. He's sleeping. Better not wake him up. Well, I guess if it's for the sake of the investigation, up to you. Looks like he's not talking, which makes sense. Wilson ain't no snitch. Couple boxes of rocks. Nothing to see here. Really? Don't you have hundreds of rocks in your storage boxes most of the time? I'm not judging. Obviously, I have plenty myself. You shouldn't feel bad about collecting things you like. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I think it's fine. One of my quieter works. The little one on top I balanced there with a tweezer. The delicate serenity of it all makes me less worried when I ask it to do dishes, and it never does. Oh, these? Justice gave me these. He wants me to eat more meat for protein, but I'm more of a yellow soup and lemons guy. Oh, no, I'll give them away, or eat them. I haven't decided yet, but, you know, sky's the limit. Are we getting off track? Maybe we should get back to looking for clues. Well, looks like we didn't find anything. Guess I'm not the one who sent those letters after all. That's a shame. I was really rooting for you to catch me, if it was me, which is still up for debate. Whew, do you mind turning on that fan? Sweating bullets here inside this closet. Well, so, did you read the part where I signed my name? Wow, if you didn't get it from my letter, I always thought you were super cool. To be your best friend, it would be an honor. In case you didn't see, I asked Justice. He said it's okay if I have two best friends. And Wilson, well, he's just not the jealous type. So things are kinda just gonna be great from now on, I think.
Yeah? Uh-huh. Mmm, the savory broth. I can feel it in my joints. Is that yak mill I taste? Excellent choice. Oh, and the noodles are so fresh. And the veggies really balance out the spice. Even my wife would love this, and she's... Whoop! Noodles almost made me spill the beans. Builder, you've done it! This dish is exquisite. I'm going to take this across the free cities. I surmise that the demand will be high. Gosh, you don't know how many other people I went through trying to get this recipe right. But you're the one. The one who can bend noodles to your very will. I think I'll call them Chowji Malato no Dele Pleasantatious Man. That's sea scion for makes you drool with joy. Because they make me drool, I'm gonna trademark that. Anyway, I'm going to start talking to restaurant owners in other cities. Meanwhile, feel free to start selling the recipe around here in Sandrock. Maybe you can work something out with that saloon guy. What's his name? Joe? Just don't sell the recipe for anything less than 200 golds. Got me? Okay, we're pals now, so I'm gonna share with you a couple tricks of the trade. First rule of making a deal, you gotta ease into it. Don't just strike straight at the heart of the matter. Ask them about their family or something. Remember how I did? Second rule, always let them know you've got other options. Make them desperate. That's all. I'll be on my way. I'll send you any profit share later.
Howdy. What?
Uh-huh. Yep. Uh... What? Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.